Hello, everyone. Welcome to Juicy.com. Today, we're checking out the book Lion Cub Job Search: Practical Job Search Assistance for Practical Job Seekers. In this age, it's difficult to get the job of your dreams. Let's meet the author and learn about more job seeker advice. Getting a job is extremely difficult, and you've actually written a book to help the 1,000 people who are out of work today. Tell us a little bit about how do you get that job?
Well, it's very important to learn the most effective methods to finding a job today. Something that we might have used even in the early 21st century if we graduated school 2002, 2003, something that might have worked then doesn't work today. We have to stay on top of the latest trends and techniques, and that's why I wrote this book, to be able to capitalize on that, to effectively use professional networking sites. What are the best websites to use? How can you most effectively network and target your message for every job that you apply to?
I've read a lot of books about dummies, job searching, and all the different types of books trying to tell you what to do to get that job. What separates you from all those other books?
Well, that's one of the things that actually inspired me to write this book. When I looked in those type of books, or actually when I was graduating school and went to my career services office, I didn't find the advice very helpful. You would ask somebody how to find a job, and they would say you have to network. You would look in a job book, and it would have old job postings from very popular websites that advertised on the Super Bowl. I said to myself, this isn't the way to do it. How can you most effectively do it? So getting the experience for 7 years of helping professional job seekers and working with candidates from very entry-level positions, recently graduating from college, to more senior-level positions, I took a very practical approach. Not just saying advice. There are no golden rules today. It can't just be a rule that has no explanation. I take advice from what works, from examples of clients, what they've used to most effectively search out and secure a professional job that helps them achieve their goals.
What has been the worst resume you've ever seen?
That's a very interesting question, because I've probably seen several thousand. Besides the obvious grammatical errors and going back to World War II, if they had just started their career at that point, it might have been a great resume, but it wasn't targeted in for the position. For example, if you're qualified to do two disparate type of jobs, why emphasize the part that doesn't relate? Maybe you have a master's degree in psychology, but transferred to work in accounting because you found that to be a more stable position. So why are you emphasizing your master's in psychology? If somebody was looking to hire for that type of position, maybe they would consider you strongly. But otherwise, it's just creating noise. It's creating a laundry list instead of a targeted approach.
Let's talk a little about the book now. In these times, people use the internet sort of to find that dream job. A lot of times people find that it's a black hole. And at least whenever I did job searching, you feel like, who's getting my resume at this other end of this light? And how can people use the internet for the good?
Sure. The internet is evil. You have to use it most effectively. You're in sales. So how does a salesman define success? It's not every time they pick up the phone and make a call or meet with a client in the restaurant that somebody buys their product. It's a percentage game. If you're selling bulk paper plates, it might be every 1 out of 10 suppliers that you sell to. If you're selling mansions in East Hampton, you might only have to sell one house every 2 years to find great success in your career. To find success in the job search, it's just finding one job that's a great fit for you. So let's say you apply cold to jobs on the internet. If you're not targeting your resume or cover letter, it would be appropriate to expect a response maybe 1 out of every 100, 150 times. But if you were to say, let me go beyond the major job boards, let me go to the specific websites that appeal to my industry, let me use job aggregators like Indeed.com, let me focus on my particular areas of interest, and then say, let me target my resume and cover letter specifically for that job, it will increase your chances. Once you've applied, then go to LinkedIn, the professional networking site, and see who you know that knows somebody that works there to hit it up from the other angle. I'll give you an example in terms of applying cold for a job on the internet. When I graduated school, I had studied marketing, and I saw a job listed in the New York Times to help professionals find employment. So what did I do? I took my generic cover letter and resume, and I sent it out. You know what happened? Nothing. I didn't get a response. When I saw the job listed to weeks later, I said, I know I can do this job. I enjoyed helping friends to find part-time jobs in college. I sought out some interesting internships that I secured in college. Let me emphasize those aspects and how I understand the groups that they're assisting as well. So I targeted my cover letter. I targeted my resume a little bit, and I got a response back and was shortly hired.
One of the things that you spoke about is LinkedIn, and it really is one of the best social networking sites for professionals to land that job. Tell us a little bit about LinkedIn and how that can be effective in your job search.
Sure. Just like anything else, it's a great portal, a great resource. Right? Don't get me wrong, the internet isn't evil, but you have to use it most effectively. LinkedIn is a way of connecting to the people that you know professionally, and even the people that you know personally that you'd want to leverage professionally as well. So on the site, you would build up a profile showing your relevant experience and skills and connect to other people that you know. The biggest value of the site is not just connecting to the people that you know, perhaps it's a way to reconnect with a long-lost coworker and such, but then get to see who they know. To have the greatest success with the site, give back. Instead of just asking for assistance, reach out to others. Ask them how you can be of assistance to them. They can post messages similar to Facebook or Twitter where they might request assistance. Be sure to check that regularly. Respond to them. Let them know how you might be able to connect them to someone else.
That's great. And where can people buy your book?
They can go to Amazon.com and just type in Lion Cub Job Search, or to go to the Lion Cub Job Search blog, which would be easily accessible through Google.com. And the direct URL is lioncubjobsearch.blogspot.com.
Great. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
That was a fantastic read.
Thank you.